Simon Poirier is back in action, and he is finally going to be taking on someone not named Charles Oliveira, not named Justin Gaethje, not named Michael fucking Chandler. He's taken a massive dip in the rankings, and this one is a good one. Benoit Saint Denis is going to be stepping up. He called him out in his last fight against Matt Frevola. He got his wish, but you gotta have to be careful what you wish for. I think Poirier is going to finish him in the 4th round. I'm going to tell you why. A lot of people, I'm yet to actually see someone to pick Dustin Poirier in this fight. I genuinely cannot understand why people are picking Saint Denis. I'm not saying he's a bad fighter, but I can't see the fights and everything else to say he's going to win this fight. Who's his best fucking win, man? Thiago Moises or Matt Frevola? You know what I mean? Bonfim was a good win. That was a good win. But, bro, he's not beating anybody in the rankings at the moment. Go look at the rankings on the UFC app. He has not beat a single ranked fighter. Frevola was the one who was ranked. Frevola was 14 when he beat him. And people are picking him to beat Poirier. He's the favourite. I'm genuinely curious as to why people are picking this fight. I see people online, the biggest MMA YouTubers are saying, oh, he's got this ferocious cardio. And bro, what fights are you looking at to say he has ferocious cardio? Let me tell you a fact, yeah? Saint Denis has had one loss in his career. And it's also the only time he's gone the fucking distance in his career in the UFC. You know what I mean? You need to like, there's a lot of hype around this guy, and there has been for some time. And he's not a bad fighter. He's a good fighter. But I really think, I've watched his fights. You take away that left kick, whether it be low, high, or to the body. I think if you can block those kicks and check them, he's limited and he can be hit. His chin is there to be hit. Poirier's got an awkward style. And one thing people are really not talking about in this fight, which I think is the key. 2 things, actually. I'll go with 1, experience. Name me the last time Dustin Poirier has not got a massive name on a pay-per-view or headline in a fight night. You know, Chandler was 3 rounds, but he finished them in under it. That didn't go the distance. He's so used to 5-rounders and wars. You know what I mean? He's been tested. We don't know what Saint Denis is going to look like in the 4th or 5th. Or even at the end of the 3rd, man, when he's on the stool. That's a question we don't know. We know exactly what Dustin Poirier is going to be like. He doesn't slow down. And I saw people going like, oh, well, this is the same dude who got in a war with Dan Hooker. Are you so fucking stupid that you don't watch the fights? This is prime Dan Hooker. You know what I mean? This is coming off the Felder win. Well, Paul Felder was actually kind of decent. I don't know, man. I just don't understand. And the other thing is, this is a massive step up. Not only in competition, but in, like, pressure. He's going to be fighting one of the biggest names in the sport as a co-main event for 5 rounds on one of the biggest pay-per-views ever. Like, that's a massive step up. You know what I mean? Poirier's fought in those McGregor trilogies, the McGregor fights, fought for belts under pay-per-views, fought in Abu Dhabi against Khabib, enemy territory. He knows exactly what to do in those situations. It's nothing new to him. Saint Denis, no one can say what he's going to be like. We could sit here and say, oh, he's a fucking savage, bro. It won't affect him. Fuck do you know? You know what I mean? You don't know. Nobody knows. Even he doesn't know. I really think experience is going to be the key in this fight. Dustin, I don't think he's going to be doing much the first round. Maybe even the first 2 rounds. I trust in his jiu-jitsu enough to not get submitted. And people are like, oh, well, you just got chinned by Gaethje. Bro, like, if you got hit with that head kick, you get chinned by Gaethje. Getting chinned by Gaethje is nothing to be ashamed about. He chinned Gaethje as well. Let's look at the resumes as well. So Saint Denis, his best wins are Matt Frevola, Thiago Moises, and Bonfim. Poirier's best wins: Conor McGregor, Max Holloway twice, Anthony Pettis, Justin Gaethje, Eddie Alvarez, Michael Chandler. You know what I mean? It's actually laughable at this point. I'm not saying this isn't a close fight, because it is. This is a very close fight. I'm 60-40 Poirier. I think it is going to be a Poirier win. But people picking Saint Denis, I'd really love to know what you're looking at and how you think someone coming off a Matt Frevola win, who's never fought, has never fought as a main event, has never fought anyone in the top 10, is going to beat one of the greatest lightweights of all time. Sure, Poirier has threading tires. We all do. Not we all do. They all do as fighters. But if you're going to make the Gaethje argument, oh, he got knocked out. Poirier's got knocked out before. And he's come back even better. He's never lost 2 fights in a row as well. In his entire career. You know what I mean? And damn, bro, I just think Poirier's going to win it. I do think Saint Denis is... I see people like, oh, he's got this ferocious cardio and speed. Ask my fucking shit, man. Like, what fights are you watching to see this is true? The fights I've seen, I've rewatched a few of his fights lately. Bro gets hit. Bro gets hit. And if you get hit by Poirier, you're going down. Simple as that. Simple as that. I watched the Thiago Moises fight live. I remember thinking, bro, this dude is not that good. Once he gets his left kick neutralized, once Poirier checks it, once he blocks it with his elbow and nearly breaks his fucking foot off his elbow, you're going to see a different Saint Denis. And when he gets tired in them later rounds, you're going to see Poirier finish him on the 4th. I feel like this will be like an Eddie finish. You know, kind of up against the cage and then he goes down and then the fight's over. Can Saint Denis win? 100%. Would I be surprised if he wins? Not shocked. I would be like, damn, I thought Poirier was going to win that one. But I wouldn't be like, I thought he didn't have a chance. Because he does. He is a good fighter. But fuck me, this is a massive step up very quick. When he fought back in November. So you're going to go from Matt Favola in November to Dustin Poirier in March. You know what I mean? That is a huge step up. And I don't think he's ready. I really don't. I wanted to see him versus a Hooker or a Turner or even a Gamrot. You know, you're rushing him to the deep end. There's a lot of hype around this guy. And if he gets fraud checked, you know, it's not looking good for his career. But a win or loss for both of these guys. For Poirier, let's say Poirier wins. I think he gets him right back into that title picture. I think he's probably a big win away from an Islam fight. Or he's 2 big wins away. He's not completely out of the picture yet, even though he is coming off that Gaethje loss. He just needs a few wins. And this is a great way to get back in there. You beat Saint Denis. It is low in the rankings, so it isn't as big of a win as if it was like a Fiziev or a Gaethje or, you know, a Chandler again. Something like that, you know, someone very high ranked. But still, it's going to get him back on the path. It's going to get back on the right path. Then he'll get another big win. And you never know, title, landscape and all. He's a huge name. Maybe the hype is right back there. Maybe he will slide into an Islam fight. Maybe at the end of the year, beginning of the next year. Something like that. But if he loses, yeah, he will never fight again. He will retire on the spot in that fight. And I truly believe that. He said he's not fighting for money anymore. He's fighting to be the best in the world, fighting for the belt. And if he can't beat Saint Denis, I don't think he will ever win the belt again. But I don't think he's going to ever be the lightweight we thought the lightweight he was in his prime. That's what I think. For Saint Denis, this is a huge one with it's kind of like high risk, kind of a little bit, high reward, not as much risk. He loses to Poirier. What's he really lost? Alright, yeah, he's lost his ticket to the belt and he's lost, you know, his big wins, but he's not really in a position, like, let's say when Dariush lost to Oliveira, he fucking lost everything. He lost his title shot, he lost his name, he lost kind of everything. Like, he was kind of one of those people that was a loss away from kind of just fading away from the division. Now he's 2 losses, now he's fucked. But I feel like he's kind of like, it's like okay, that was too soon. Let's give him a Hooker. Let's give him someone else that can build him back up the rankings. But if he wins, he's either fighting Makhachev next, or he's fighting Gaethje, or he's fighting someone big. He's going to be one. Saint Denis is probably 2 fights away from the belt. Make no mistake about it. Possibly 1. Given the landscape of divisions, stuff like that, you could see Saint Denis versus Makhachev after this fight. It wouldn't be competitive. I think Saint Denis is getting a lot of hype based off wins against decent opponents, but I don't see the hype. I really don't. I think Poirier is going to win this one, man. I think he's going to win this one. I think if you're picking Saint Denis, you really need to look at the people he's actually beating. Decent fighters, but they're not going to win anything. Matt Favola is not going to win shit. Great head kick KO. Unbelievable finish. Thiago Moises, good finish up against the cage. Bonfim, good submission win. But like, what do these guys have in common? Are they? No one's ranked. You know what I mean? So that's what I think. Do I think Dustin Poirier is kind of on the out? I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. He kind of has talked about like, I don't know what's next and all this. It feels like we're gonna learn a lot. Like, is he still hungry? I still think he is. I don't think that's going to be in question. Yeah, that's what I think about this fight. Let me know who you think is going to win in the comments. I'd love a good discussion about this one because I'm very, very excited for it. So let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.